All right. Hello, hello. All right, T. I can see. Can you see me? Hello.
I can see you.
Okay, we need to get you, and we
Can
need to
you
get
hear?
you.
Can you hear me?
We can all hear you. We can
All
see you,
right.
but we
Well,
need
I
to
was you.
get you to sit back a little bit because otherwise we look like we two little munchkins. But anyway, let me
Well,
go ahead and start the show. Hello, welcome everybody to a special edition of the WSBI podcast program. This evening, you will be spending moments with Lady K and
Mr. T.
all right, Mr. T, we want to be able to see that lovely face of yours. So look, there we go. Now I can see
That's
you a
about
little more, but I want to be able to do the large.
all I got right now.
There you go. You got to come a little over to the side. Come on.
I have to like stand up on my tippy toes in the
No.
chair
You just need to
get there.
probably change. Just change your.
All I can do is
because you're real close and I'm really far.
That's.
We're good.
Okay. All right.
We're good. Because you know what? How about I do this way? Can you see me better that way? Or do you like it better this way?
I can see you just fine. Like
okay. We just want to make sure everybody else can see us. You know, this is a
see your
special
sweater
show
and your
tonight.
hair, so I can see you just
But
good.
I only see half of your face. That's why when you turn, there you go.
Oh,
so maybe you have to get you a little bit more adjusted. But in the meantime, let's just go ahead and move on with the show, everybody. We are trying something very new tonight. There you go. Bring it down a little bit more. The other way. Go the other way because you need to come. You're like right
here.
Down.
It doesn't go down. So
okay, go back.
Well, what is this over here? The vacuum. The vacuum's over here.
No, I can't see any of that. That's the thing. I only see half of your face right now, so you got to go.
I see a full picture.
Okay, you see a full picture, but we don't see you.
Like I see a full picture of me, so I'm like,
okay, go back the other way. Now you're completely off the grind. Go back. Keep going. All right. We'll worry about the.
Yeah, maybe it needs to be just lower. I don't know.
Yeah. But that's okay. We're here. We're gonna get it started. We're gonna let you keep fuddling around with that, so we can.
Indeed.
Because I can't see you.
You keep
now
going.
We can't see you at all.
You keep going, and I'm improvising here. I'm improvising off on the side.
Oh my goodness!
Trying to figure things out.
Look, as you can see, you guys, we are doing this live for the first time. We wanted to try something different and new with our show. We are on the new Facebook Live show, and it is, I know y'all are probably sitting in the background laughing like these two people right here. So I'm glad that we're hoping you get a little bit of form of entertainment as we're going through this process. But what I really do want to kind of talk about is what we're going to be doing on the show this evening. Of course, obviously, we have me here, Lady K.
And I am Mr. T.
And I am one of your show hosts. And then, of course, we have Mr. T. And he is the other show cool host here. And he's still trying to get it together over there. And
I can see me or you can't see me?
I can only see half of you. I think you just need to move your body and leave the phone alone. Because I can see like half your face.
What? Should I move this way?
There you go. Go back. Come back a little bit more to the movie. To the middle. Right there. Keep it. Look right there. You stay right there.
Okay, so maybe I got to move the camera now.
Don't move the phone. Now? Yeah, don't move the phone no more.
I'm moving the phone while I'm moving. No. So I know where to stay in the middle. So I know where people can see me. Because I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I can't contort my body. I'm not a dancer anymore. I can't contort my body.
Okay, well, you know what? But
I'm late.
You fine. It's okay. You look great. Now we can. There you go. Oh, shoot.
So you got me.
I don't even have my glasses. I had to put my glasses on now. Look at you, sugar. Now I can really see you.
You got me now.
Yeah.
How many fingers am I holding up?
You got 2, 4, 3, whatever. Okay. See, now you guys see how crazy this show is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we are made for each other. As you can see, I have the host, Mr. T, up. And then, as we said, I am Lady K. And, we are running a little bit behind, but it is okay. I hope you all can maintain to be patient with us. Like I said, we wanted to try something different and do a live show because the way you see us now is the way you're going to be seeing us in the future. We really want to start promoting ourselves in a different way. And so the one thing we're going to talk about real quickly is we're going to give a little bit of background about who we are. So why don't you go ahead and start that out?
Oh,
Mr. Hey.
I always go first. I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Well, y'all, you want me to let you think? I can let you think. I can let you think. I go first. How about
yeah.
time?
You go first. Go first.
Okay.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
There
Lady
you
K.
go. There you go. Well, first of all, let me just talk a little bit about the fact that we are going to be having a great show tonight. One of our main topics of discussion is going to be about burning bridges. And I really kind of wanted to talk about that. I had some thought process in my head. And actually, I heard this and seen this earlier this week that one of my DMV mastermind members had brought up, but I didn't listen to what she said right away. I really wanted to think about that in my head because there's a lot of things going on in the world that we live today, and there are a lot of bridges being burnt. So we'll have that topic discussion. But to talk a little bit about myself, I am, as he said, Kimberly McLemore, and I'm also called Lady K, but I'm also an author. I'm the author of 2 books currently and got a 3rd one coming out soon. So y'all keep your eyes out on that one. And I'm not going to tell you right now what the name of that is, but I also am the CEO and founder of the Women's Small Business Initiative, LLC, and also the CEO and founder of Author Kimberly M. McLemore, LLC. And I'm located here in the DMV area. I'm currently in the Woodbridge area. And so, like I said, we got this great show that we've been doing for, probably about 6 months or so now, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, and we are trying different platforms, doing different things with it. You will still be able to hear this show after we do the live right on Spotify and iHeartRadio, because that is where this show is premiered on a regular basis. So don't worry about not being able to hear. So if you don't see us now and you don't hear us talking, please chime in later on and listen to the show. And you're probably going to be like, these 2 crazy people here. This is who we are. What we really wanted to show you guys was this is how we are in the background of our show. We are very human and we have a great time. So, there's no snobbiness going on in this show. So we're not here to offend anybody, but we're also here to be real about who we are and what we do. Right?
Right.
All right. So go ahead. Are you ready enough that you can tell us, to the listeners, who you are? Tell our following people who you are and what you're doing. Yeah. They see you back there fumbling around.
Yeah, I am. I'm still fumbling because like I'm side eye. Well, okay. Before I go into my side eye, I have a dog. For everybody that does not know me, so with my dog, he's on punishment right now. Ooh. So I'm kind of like keeping an eye on him, seeing what he's getting into, because unfortunately, when I've gone to work, he has had to go in his crate because he's been a bad boy.
Okay, so he was causing trouble. That's why he called you not to be on here on time. To look, you tell Pepper when I see him, I got something for him. Okay.
Well, have at it, because that one right there gets in the trash. And starts pulling the trash out, and then some people. I'm pointing at myself. Can you see me pointing at myself? Yes. I have to clean up the trash. And then he must just lay up next to you like, oh, everything's great. No, it doesn't work that way.
Right.
So, but you still have to go outside and take them outside. So I'm a doggy daddy, and this has been such
great learning experience, right?
Yes. I've already been through it before, but this one is different. And he gives me all the attitude that I give him. And so that's where our challenge is. And he's nice and young and technically 21 or 24. Was it 7 years?
Yeah,
so he's about
like
3 years old. So he's basically 21. So he's trying to challenge me, and we're working through. But he knows who's in charge. So anyway.
Well, today he said he was in charge. So.
Today he was in charge because he was taking a long time to poop. And I'm gonna be honest, anybody who has a dog, you gotta take your dog out. I was like, come on, just go already. And I can't make him go because. But anyway, that's a total sidebar. But that's my life. It seems to be revolved around the dog. So that's my life. Hey, I'm a doggy daddy. And that's
yes,
all
you are. But you also had some other great things going on with you this week. Didn't you start something new this week?
Well, I started a new job, so I'll be.
Yay! Congrats to you.
I'll talk about that. I'm still filling them out. They still seem to be pretty good, actually. I left them alone. I'm laughing because I didn't even tell you about this, Lady K. So I was left alone today with another coworker who's my office mate, and he likes to sing.
Oh. Got you a crooner, huh?
He's not American Idol ready, so. But he was happy in it, and I said, "Go ahead." And we weren't even in the same room. I was actually in the front office, and he was back there singing. So I just let him keep singing. I said, "Well, evidently he's comfortable enough that he wants to keep singing." So it's just us. So and he was singing loud. I'm like, "You're not at home yet, but that's okay." So
Oh, but like like I said, sometimes having some joy, right there at the office, it helps you get through the day. So
yes, yes,
I'm
yes.
glad that he entertained you for the day, so you remembered it, right?
For the afternoon, and it was nice and slow, and there was nobody else there. It was just he and I, and
Well,
because
see.
our boss was gone to do some interviews, and I said, "Well, okay, well, I'm just gonna sit here on my ginger ale and my Lorna Doones, and look like I'm busy,
Oh my goodness. Well, there's a
still
lot.
still learning."
Hey,
So
but it's okay. You had a fulfilled day, and that's all
yes,
that counts, right?
exactly.
All
So here
right.
we are.
So here we are. So you know what? Let's jump right on into the discussion, because the discussion, tonight, that I really been thinking about. I'm talking about, like I said earlier, burning bridges, and sometimes we don't realize that is really just saying sorry enough.
Mm-hmm.
Something to think about. We live in an environment in society today where everybody seems to feel like it's okay that they can just do whatever they want to do. And then when they decide to realize that they've done something wrong, oh, I'm sorry. Well, were you really sorry? Or are you just saying it because you feel justified, or that you feel like you have to do it? What really is the motion behind what you were doing, in the first place? Because I always had the saying that you don't have to say you're sorry if you just don't do it, right?
Right.
Then it just saves everybody the headache, because there's a lot of things that we see going on, and I'm sure in everybody's personal life at one time or another, somebody has definitely burnt a bridge with you. They've done something to you that they cannot recover from. And I just thought that was such a great topic because of the way things are going on in our society today. There are a lot of people from the very top who are burning bridges every single day, and I always wonder, you know, what are the people really thinking? How can you really support a person and then they turn around? And the thing that's really funny about it, though, that these people don't say sorry. That's the thing that I'm just really noticing and really paying more attention to. There is no such thing as sorry with them. They don't care that they're burning bridges every day. It's all for me. Was it all for one for all type attitude? And that's what we're seeing. And I just think that it's really sad that we've come to a point where there's been so many people throughout society for many, many years who have worked so hard for us to try to live in a world of freedom, fun. It's okay to be who you are, and you can still agree to disagree, but be respectful about it. And all that just has completely gone out the window. I mean, completely. So, what's your thought about burning bridges? And does really sometimes saying sorry, is it really enough?
Well,
Uh-oh. I can see them.
Well,
I can see them wheels turning. I
I
can
have
see those wheels are turning.
I have a very interesting story to share.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, before I get to that place, with my
Mm-hmm.
former coworkers that I worked with, and it's like we're still a family. So I check in with them. I called today. Just, hey, how y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I found out that the person who replaced me,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't leave that not too long ago. That person's already gone. That that person said, "I'm out. I'm done."
Oh, I
They
wonder
wrapped they
wonder
wrapped it
how
up
that
and
happened.
rolled on out. But
I wonder how that happened.
uh, well, because you can't replace T. Mr. T is perfect. Well, no,
Exactly.
we're not perfect, but maybe
Exactly.
95% perfect, but not totally perfect.
Exactly.
But for my situation that I'm sharing, burning bridges. Oh gosh, this is kind of embarrassing. Where I transitioned to, I was literally working beside my direct report, basically my supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of days in, I've done all the paperwork, and I'm out in the field and I'm doing my stuff, and like I got it. And one of the team members just comes out of the blue. and she has her bags and stuff, and she lays her badge down. Now we're out in the reception area. I want to paint the picture. We have clients who are out there ready to do what they do where I work. And literally she said, I can't do this anymore. Thank you for everything. I have to go. And she laid her badge down and walked out the door. And this was it. Now, I started at 7:00. This happened at like 7:31 in the morning. So 30 minutes into the workday, this random woman who I just finally met because she was off the first day that I worked there.
Okay.
Because she called in sick.
Okay.
I'm just saying that because I just met her. So finally she shows up and I meet her and we work one full day together. And then the next day she shows up and she's gone. And when you think about burning bridges, that is a way that you burn bridges. Because I remember some of the clients who were present that were close to the desk where my manager and I were working had this look. The eyes all the door like, what just happened?
Right. Nobody would expect that you walk in and 30 minutes later you decide, I just can't do this anymore. Okay, exactly. Why is that?
Right. And I'm like, it's not stressful. But I mean, and I'm new, and I'm like, even everything that I've learned, I've heard, I'm like, I don't know her temperament, but evidently, I can't speak about burning bridges too hard about this one because evidently everyone's very happy that person's no longer there. But so I'm not going to say the name of the place, and hopefully nobody that works there is listening. But yeah, so that's what happened. Is literally somebody just left. But when you think about burning bridges, leaving like that so abruptly, and just hearing from my direct report saying that I told her let's talk about this. Let me get this part taken care of. And I'll come back and I'll sit with you. And we can talk through it, work through it, make this an easier transition.
Right.
And that's not what happened. It was actually very dramatic if you think about it, even though it was very subtle. So when you burn bridges by doing things like that in front of an audience. Like
exactly.
A new hire, you do that in front of clients. And you behave that way, even though it seems subtle to you, it actually has ramifications and impact that just expounds farther than you can even think of. And I'm sure that person probably will not have a very favorable HR situation other than confirming
that they're gone. Right. Well, you can't say bad things anymore about people.
Yeah, so They can only say that they worked here and confirm the time that they worked there.
Right.
That's it.
Right. But what people don't understand is that, if you need that reference will no longer be available because you have definitely burnt that bridge, right? Yeah, they are done with you. Because, and whatever this person was going through, it's great that they're no longer there causing other problems for other people. But at the same time, like I said, there is a right way and a wrong way to do everything. And, I guess sometimes it's really no different than when you think about how when companies decide to let you go, they come up with this, you got to come on this, you got to do it on this certain day. Because then that way there's, they can't come back over the weekend and do anything to you. To me, that's like burning a bridge too, because you're still at the same time not being looked at and talked to fairly. Obviously, they've known all week long they plan on doing this, right?
Right.
And so then the day that it actually happens, they would have been more respectful by just, telling me instead of surprising, me per se,
exactly.
You're in situations like that. So yeah, it happens to the best of people, and whether it's a job, whether it's something personal, there are many people, and we've all gone through this process where somebody has absolutely burned a bridge with you, and it's very hard to recover that. With my type of attitude, I'm the type of person that, if you burn a bridge with me, I'm just done. I don't have anything positive or negative to say. I just don't want to have anything else to do with that particular person, because in the back of my mind, I'm never really going to forget about who you really are, even if you apologize. So, hey, I accept the apology, but just keep it moving. That's kind of my theory of how I handle things, because it's just easier that way. Now, probably 20 years ago, I might not have that attitude, but I'm not,
None of us did. None of
yeah,
us had
right.
that.
Obviously I'm old and mature these days. So
Mature.
yes, mature these days. So things are a lot different. So, I don't have that same thought process, but, burning bridges is something that I see a lot of that's going on in our society today. And it's really kind of a shame because we're asking our children to look at us in a very different way of being a positive and so forth, but we don't see a lot of that. So I guess my thought process is that I think people really need to truly think for themselves, do things for themselves, and not by what they see other people do, and just think outside the box. I think is really most important. Don't always believe what you hear, because not everything you hear is always right. Do your research, realize, what you're stepping into before, whenever decision you make, because no matter what decisions we make in life, there's always going to be good and bad consequences, right?
Right. Exactly.
All right. So you have any other thoughts on this? Because if not, I think we can move on to some of the other great stuff that we got to go over today.
I think I'm good. I think we can wrap this one up with a nice little tight little bow and ship it on out.
There you go.
Put it underneath the Christmas tree.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking I don't know what that person's Christmas tree gonna look like, but I don't know if I really want to see what their Christmas tree is gonna be like. Right?
We're not gonna put it under her Christmas tree. We'll put it under mine or yours. Because if you walking out in October, then December looked pretty slim. So
and you got November coming up. All the holidays coming. Why you walk away before the holidays? Wait till the new year. Get your groove on. Do whatever you feel like you need to do. But anyway,
right. Not much else that I can actually say about that, except for what I said. So I'm like,
well, at least you tried. At least you tried.
Actually, I did, and I just sat there, and I was like, really? And I just,
like you said, I think everybody had that reaction. Wow.
My look was like this.
I'm sure everybody else wanted to have that same look, and they were just puzzled, because that is kind of dramatic when someone walks out like this. Kind of reminds you of something you see in the movies, right? These aren't things that you just think happen every day, but I guess it wouldn't be movies if it didn't really happen, right? There's a reason that people do these things,
right?
So, oh my goodness, but anyway, excuse me. I got a little tickle in my throat. Yes.
Get your little water, honey. Get your little water.
Yeah. And I forgot to bring look, down here in this new office of mine, I forgot to bring the water with me. It's a hike to get to where at the next level. Right?
But I love your office. She has a beautiful office. I'm so jealous because I'm in my dining room and I'm like, her office is so nice. And she has doors. And I'm like, I want that. And then I can leave the dog outside, but the dog is like right here looking at me. I'm like, I'm jealous. So,
well,
congratulations, though.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I got my dream home, and I had some very specific things that I really did want, and got all the things that I want, and then some. So I'm just ecstatic, about being here, and I decided to make that leap. And even though Woodbridge seems like it's not that big of a deal coming from Alexander Woodbridge, but it is. So it is a huge difference, but I do like the community here and absolutely love my new home and, everything around it. So I'm just finally trying to enjoy it now because since I've actually moved in, I've been more out than I've been in. So it's like, oh, this is my house. Oh, I've got this thing I can do and this thing I can do. I got it all put it together. But, like I said, finally, and last weekend was really, an opportunity for me to really enjoy the house and enjoy it with a whole bunch of others. And honey, you look fabulous. I just wanted to let you know. I see you primping.
I saw you do a little shift. So
well, I know how you always try to figure out how you really look, and it's like, because the way I look in the mirror, and then when you see yourself on camera, it's a whole lot different perspective, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I'm looking at myself and I feel like the angle is horrible. But
I'm thinking the same. Like, okay,
that's my fault.
Is it this angle, or is it this angle? I'm like, it is what it is. I'm like, I'm on here every week just to show people.
Well, I'm like, what I look like, but I'm also looking at me like, how do I make this work a little bit better? So I need some brighter lights in the area.
Oh my God.
I want to show Pepper to like grab the light and shift it
across
the room and turn it on, but he doesn't have a
Yeah,
fifth
he can't.
digit,
He
so
can't
he
get
can't
up
really
and
do that.
he can't get up and do it.
So
Well, since he is on punishment, then he's actually supposed to be just sitting still and just kind of chilling. So it's
right,
okay. It's okay.
right, exactly,
Right.
exactly, exactly.
But the one thing we are going to talk about, okay, now we're kind of in this part of our show where we're going to talk about, we got some shout outs and some reminders about what's going on in the month of October. The one big thing I do want to point out is obviously that, October, there are a lot of awareness things going on during the month of October. And right now, the big thing, of course, that most people really talk about is breast cancer awareness, and then, of course, domestic violence abuse awareness. So there is so much of that going on in our communities today. We see it every single day. It's so prevalent. It's actually kind of scary. And it just really, for me, being, an individual who has been through the process of domestic violence, it's something that hits home for me. And I kind of wanted to talk just a little bit about the stats that we hear and see every day that people kind of take for granted. Like, for instance, with domestic violence, there's on average nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. During 1 year, this equates to more than 10 million women and men. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have been victims of some form of physical violence by an intimate partner within their lifetime. So that's significant. And I don't think people truly understand how significant that just that small paragraph that I read, this stuff goes on every single day. And, me, I'm all about the fight and the challenge of keeping the word out there and make sure people understand that this is continual, and that, women and men who have been through this, my fight is to teach them how to get over that process and continue to move on with their life, because there's so much more. They're worthy of being here. Some of us have been very fortunate to be here and alive to talk about it. There's others who have not been that fortunate. So, it's just something that hits home for me. And then, of course, the breast cancer piece, I'll let you go ahead and take that piece over, sir, if you like.
Okay, I can, but I was going to say hello to Andrea.
Yeah, actually,
Because I thought she said
here,
hi, so
Tracy.
I want to give her a shout out because she knows we're here.
Yes, Tracy. I gotta give Tracy all the love in the world. Tracy, thank you for coming on. Tracy is also a part of the other show that I am. She is the publicist for our show on the Author's Corner and many other shows through SRN Network, Source Nation Network, and she has been phenomenal. Tracy and I have been pushing it for the last couple of days. She's been teaching me how to do all these extra things. And so I just love her death. And then she says to me, "You want to do some stuff tonight at 9?" I'm like, "Sure."
Oh, wow.
So yes, she is always there to train, to help. And so shout out to you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for everything that you do, Tracy. You are phenomenal. I mean, just phenomenal.
Hi. Like, I'm doing this so that way I know she sees it in front of my face.
Yes, she sees everybody.
She sees the wave.
Yes, we just, she's amazing. So, but yeah, so we're just going to push on a little bit and talk a little bit more now about breast cancer awareness. So, Mr. T, I'm gonna let you take that over.
Okay, I will. Before I do that, I want to just give another shout out to, you said her name is Tracy?
Yes, we call her Tracy.
We call her Tracy.
Yeah, she's got all these names. I hadn't figured out the whole story behind that, but Tracy is what we actually call her.
Nickname is Tracy. So Tracy, shout out to you. Look for Move with T and or Tarek Scott, and I would say hashtag Tracy, and you get a shout out from me. Anyway, so I want to talk about, of course, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I am a Zumba instructor. Yay! Merengue, salsa, cumbia, reggaeton. Let's go. Bachata. Anyway, so if you're a Zumba instructor, you know what those terms mean. But every October, Zumba recognizes October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month and supports Susan G. Komen Foundation, and we do parties in pink throughout the world. And what Move with T, which is my brand, and Lady K's brand, which if you're watching, you already know is the Women's Small Business Initiative.
Yeah, that's right.
We've partnered together, and what we're doing is a wonderful purple and pink 70s throwback Zumba fundraiser.
Yep, I'm actually going to pop that up. And actually, believe it or not, I've actually got the flyer. I'm gonna show you.
Oh, look at it.
Ah!
Fancy. She
Listen,
fancy.
look, let
She
me see if I can pop
fancy.
this up. Do you see it?
Oh,
Oh,
yes. I see it.
hello.
I see it. I see it.
And actually, I can even hide us out. And then, oh, wait a minute. I was
Uh-oh.
messing up. So I'm trying to make sure that we can see. I want to make sure everybody can see that. That's the key part. So I've actually got all of our events coming up, which you can continue talking about, and you can actually talk about the date of the event and so forth. So go right on ahead, sir.
I'll be happy to do that. So the event is taking place on Saturday, October 20th, 2018. It's happening from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. It's a free fundraiser, so we want you to come. You don't have to pay an entrance fee or anything, but it is a fundraiser. So for those of you out there watching, we want you to bring some money to donate. We don't need you to bring $50, $100, $200, $250. If you want to bring that, we'll be happy about that. But if you got $1, $2, $3, $5, $10 in your pocket or your purse, that's what we want. So bring you and a friend and whatever they have, and we'll be ready to accept it. We are split. We are split. I'm stumbling over my words here. We're going to split our proceeds 50-50 between Susan G. Komen for breast cancer awareness, because that's what October recognizes. But also in October, we recognize Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And we have actually picked a local shelter that we're going to kind of highlight in a way, but we're not going to talk about their name because these are families in transition.
Right.
But they are going to receive the other 50% of the proceeds. So with some awesome organizations. I feel like I can't hear myself, so I'm going to do this. There we go. So that sounds
you got
way
that
better.
one side. Yeah, I know you got that one side thing
it's
going
like,
on, right?
I feel like I'm Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande or Beyonce. I'm like, I feel like I'm just blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so we have a 50-50 donation going on with our fundraiser, where 50% of the proceeds are going to Susan G. Komen and the other 50% are going to Domestic Abuse Awareness Month, because those are two of the things that are celebrated during that month. The event, once again, is free for entry, but we are looking to raise funds, so we want you to bring some money for us. We're not going to take all your money, because we're not going to be doing a bunch of vendors there to take your money. We're going to have, it's going to be a community-focused project. So we're going to have lots of organizations from the community that will be present and ready to just talk to you about what they have available to you, to assist you in your life, how you live every day. I'm so glad to shout this place out. This will be taking place at Gold's Gym Elite Training Center in Maroomsco Plaza. It's a home where I teach twice a week for cycle and Zumba, and I also do Strong by Zumba there. It's a wonderful, wonderful, awesomely beautiful facility. So if you haven't been there, it's right there at 13957 Jefferson Davis Highway in Woodbridge, Virginia, in Maroomsco Plaza. So if you go to Maroomsco Plaza and you know where that is, you see it. It's right behind Pollo Campero. So before you go get your chicken and you pig out, go get your workout on.
Exactly.
So I want to give them a big shout out because they're donating their space to us, allowing us to share in their space, and we can do this without them, and they're so incredible. So we have an amazing list of instructors. I kind of call them like kind of the OGs of dance fitness in this area. There is myself, and there's Anna. Yay, move with T. I'm not really an OG. I'm new. And there's Anna Desai, if I'm saying her last name correctly. She's also affectionately known as Anita. She's a newbie, like me. Like, we're still new, and I've been teaching for like 4 years. I'll be 5 years this month. She's been teaching for several years as well, 3 or 4 years. So we're still newbies in the game. But we have people like Manny Carreras, Michelle Hunter of Hips Fitness. If you guys don't know Hips Fitness, helping inspire people's self-confidence. She's so focused, so awesome. She has an amazing story to share as well. You don't know her story? We might get her to share a little bit during the event, but maybe not too much because I know she's focused on hips fitness and her brand is so freaking amazing. We also have Socrates Fuego or Socrat Fuego. He was our host, or
yes,
our host,
yes,
but our interviewee on a show. I think 2 or 3 weeks
ago.
back.
Yeah.
So he was here. He's part of Socrat Danza. He's based out of Maryland, so he's right here. And then we have an amazing, amazing opportunity to have the wonderful experience also of one of our Zumba jammers. And a jammer, for those of you who don't know, and I don't want to take too much time, but a jammer, they are like the segue between your regular Zumba instructor and whoever taught them how to do what they do. They're like a bridge. And every district has so many. And they're carefully selected. And she is one of 2 for the state of Virginia.
Wow.
And she's known as
That's
Zumba.
Big shoes.
It's big shoes.
Big shoes.
I would love to be in them shoes.
You gonna get there?
I can't get in them shoes because
you are going to get there. You know what? We got your own platform to fill.
Well,
I'm
about to find a different way.
We're not going to go. That's right. We're not going to go that direction right now. But who is this special person?
Okay, so the special guest, for those of you who've been waiting, from the build-up, I hope you've been waiting.
Here we go.
Is our Zumba jammer for the state of Virginia, Rita Cohen. And she is based out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Her specialty is Afro beats. But when she gives you a jam session and when she gives you a master class, jam session for those of you who are Zen members.
Right, like us.
She gives you choreo. So you get merengue, you get salsa, you get cumbia, you get reggaeton, you get Afro beats. If you have anything special you want, she makes that work. And every time I'm with her, oh my gosh, Kimberly, I don't know if you can feel me right now.
Yeah, I can feel the flames of fire coming on this side.
Even if you don't take her choreo, you learn stuff from her. You learn stuff to implement in your classes. So I don't want to take too much time away from that, but she's like one of our highlight guests. And for her to come up from Virginia Beach to lend her time for this amazing cause, these amazing causes, it's absolutely amazing. So once again, we have Anna Desai, Manny Carreras, Michelle Hunter of Hips Fitness, Socrat Fuego of Socrates Danza over in Maryland, Tarek T. Coles of Move with T, and Zumba Jammer Rita Cohen. And be prepared to see Lady K on stage at some point because she's also a Zumba instructor. And I know I'm going to be pulling her up. You know, we got some details to work out as far as the music, but she's going to be on the stage at one point. I don't know what she's going to be doing yet, and I can't promise you that she won't have an Afro wig on. I know I will.
Braids was in back in the 70s, so I'm gonna keep the braids going on.
Well, I'm like, you can wrap those braids on up.
There you go.
That wig, it'd be like, damn. But anyway, so that's something really amazing we have going on, and we want you guys to be there for the Purple and Pink 70s Zumba Throwback Fundraiser on Saturday, October 20th, from 2:30 to 4:30 at Gold's Gym Elite Training Center in Woodbridge, Virginia.
That's right. And there's one other thing too that we will have a special guest speaker that I really wanted to talk real quickly about. Her name is Adia Washington. She is coming from the Dumfries area. She is a phenomenal speaker, a business owner. I mean, when I say she's got it all, she's going to talk about health and wellness and a few other things going on. So, please check in. I think that
she's been featured.
And she has been featured.
NBC,
exactly.
NBC4?
Exactly. Yes. She was just the other day. She was just on, I think it was the ABC station, one of the live morning shows that she was talking about her. She's actually a chef as well. So she has some phenomenal products that she has, but she's going to talk about health and wellness. So, I really want people to support her and, come out and listen to what she has to say. She's going to take the stage for a few minutes. And then she's also going to provide you some information about her new business right here in Dumfries.
Hey.
All right.
Dumfries in the house.
Yes. All right. So we're going to kind of go backwards a little bit in, like we said, we talked a little bit about the being the month of October, domestic violence awareness, and of course, breast cancer awareness. So the other things that I just kind of wanted to mention with the stats on breast cancer awareness in 2018 alone, it's been estimated that over 266,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in women in the U.S., along with over 63,000 new cases of non-invasive breast cancer. So about 2,550 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in men as well. So this is a serious, serious topic. And I really want people to, like I said, come out and support us. It's going to be a phenomenal event. And, we really would love to see your faces. It's free. There's no excuses for saying that, hey, it's going to cost me money. No, we'd love to have that pocket change that you have. Like I said, donations are $1, $3, $5, $10 if you have it. And if you want to give us more, we are there and we would love to see you. And we also want to say real quickly, I think we have somebody else we need to shout out here. Hello. We have author Dr. Larry White Sr. in the house. How you doing, Larry? Thank you for showing and popping up. Hello. Back to you. Thank you for hanging out. Like we said, everybody give us some loves and give us some likes. We really love doing what we're doing here on the show. We got obviously a few more topics we want to talk about here. And, I was like, I'm so glad that I actually brought the flyers. I was like, this is pretty cool. I was like, I'm going to get this right before.
When you were telling me about this, I was like, I have no idea.
I know. But see, now you get to see all this coolness,
and I'm like,
right?
I'm like, right. I need a tutorial. So we're going to have to sit down. Like
absolutely.
A couple of days and go through this because I feel like it's not going to take me like a couple hours. I feel like it's going to take me a couple of days. So I'm like, this is too much.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but absolutely. But the next topic I want to talk about is next Saturday. I mean, I can't believe I'm less than a week away and I'm going to be hanging out in Atlanta, Georgia. Dun, da, da, da. And here's the flyer for that ATL. I'm coming. I am A-Town, so. I don't know. Can you? I don't know how to.
Yes, A-Town.
Yeah.
I think that's how they do it.
Well, for me, it's like peace out. Okay. So that'll work.
I just remember Usher and them. They was like, P-Town, what's up?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, back to you, lady.
Anyway, so the big thing that I want to talk about next Saturday is that my team and I wish T, of course, could come, but he has some other things to do. But the rest of the team will be there. We got Miss Tandra White, Miss Tish, Miss Glover will be a part with me. We're going to be in Atlanta, and I have an amazing book signing going to be at the Madu Bookstore. Madu Bookstore is located at the Greenbrier Mall off of Greenbrier Parkway in Atlanta. The thing that's significant about Madu Bookstore, it is the second largest African-American owned bookstore in Atlanta. So talking about excitement, I am ecstatic about this opportunity coming. And then I also am going to have an opportunity to be a special guest with our team. We're going to be going to an event in the evening time, a domestic violence gala that's been going on for 3 years. And it's what the organization called Sisters in Charge in Atlanta. And I forgot to pull up that flyer, but I really want people to know that, this piece of it is really significant too, because, this is opportunity for partnership. And with us being a special guest there, I'm also going to be bringing that group in to the book signing as a special guest as well. So we are so excited about everything that's going on next Friday. We'll be leaving, and Saturday evening is the big thing. So we got a lot of things really, truly going on. And, I think that, like I said, people just need to understand that there's opportunity out here for everybody. And so, like I said, we've got these two major things coming on, and then we have another event coming on. So as you can see on the screen, this is the one about the book signing. And then the other event, I'm going to pop up here real quick because I'm going to talk about some other things as we're going through the rest of our evening. Yeah. Let me pop this one down. I just love this thing.
I have no idea what it looks like.
So much fun. I know.
But I wish I was watching it real time and I could see what was really going on. I know.
But see, next time you're going to have to come into the room. You got to come into the room, right?
You're going to be right there. We had a coordinated outfit.
That's right. There you go. Yes. You don't have to come into the blue room. I guess I'm going to call it the blue office room, with the shades. And then, I got the cool doors. And I was like, ooh, but anyway, let me get off my box. But anyway, so then the next big event that I have coming up, which I'm really excited about, is going to be on Saturday, October 27th from 10 to 2. I will be in the Easton, Pennsylvania area at the Joyful Self Wellness Center. I will be teaching a self-publishing workshop called Write Your Story. And I'm connected and partnered with Christy Joy Met, who is the owner of Joyful Self Wellness Center there. And we are talking about excited. We got some more seats left, but we are getting close to hitting our mark of getting seats filled. So for those who are truly interested and wanting to be a part of the this event, I'm telling you, you need to be there. I have been helping several people here in the last few months with coaching them and getting their books done. Well, this is an opportunity to learn the whole workshop all within a matter of 4 hours. We're also going to have a couple of guest speakers there with me that Chrissy has brought in. So it's going to be a whole afternoon of fun, but also an afternoon of learning. And, like I said, this is a great opportunity to meet me as well in that area. So if you're anywhere in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, you also can come from here. If you missed my last workshop that me and Dr. Larry White Sr. hosted, this is an opportunity to come to another workshop that's not that far. We're about 3 hours out from PA. So, no excuses, and the price is right. So get on our Facebook link that you are looking at us now on, and you can absolutely sign up. So those are the events that we have. Do we have any other events we want to talk about that are going on through the month of October? Because there's so many things with all the awareness things that are, it's hard to keep up with them. But, if you are trying to keep track of what's going on, there's no excuse that you can't find it. There's plenty going on out here in the community. Get on your Eventbrite. Check out your Facebook pages. There's so many places that you can absolutely support people.
Living social.
Oh, you know what? Absolutely. Absolutely. So, no reason that you cannot support your community, and everybody needs to find something that that they're passionate about and they want to support. So here's your opportunities. Like I said, we've got an amazing event coming up in a couple of weeks, so we'd love to see you all there. But if you don't show up for ours, please support somebody else's event. I was just at one Sunday, me and Tanja were, and it was a phenomenal Zumba event, a pink event that was right down the street here, also in Woodbridge. And so, a great shout out to them for doing a phenomenal job with that event. So
and I hate that I missed that. I'm like,
I know. Did you see the video we sent you? I mean, we sent you a video like, we love you. It was like, we miss you. We miss you.
Monday was a brand new day, and I was like, I got a lot of stuff I got to do.
Yeah, believe me, I get it. I get it.
I was like, it's just a lot of stuff I got to do to be ready.
Yeah,
so I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
So, hey, but believe me, we appreciate it. But we stood in there for you, so we wanted to make sure that we were there to support. So all right, so we're we got a few more things we'll talk about. Did you want to do the fashion, or do you want to skip into something else? Or
you know what? I can probably save the fashion for next time because I have a couple of talking points. But if you want, I can get into it because I'm sure everybody out there will love it.
Well,
so,
we
throw them out there and wrap them up.
We got about 10 minutes left in the show, but we also, have to do our moments of inspiration too. And we got a couple other things, because we're getting close, like I said, to the end of the show. So, you could dive in and we can do the moment of inspiration because, I guess you could save the fashion for next week because I think by then we'll kind of also be right into the mist of fall that's coming. It's been really warm. We've had some really weird weather, So, it would be great to, I guess, be able to talk a little bit more about that next week, right?
Yeah, we can just save it. And I'll keep them right here for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have pictures because I've seen the pictures. And I'm waving this really fast on purpose so that way nobody can really slow it down to see what's on here. So that way they have to tune in next week to see what I'm talking about. And I'm sure it's making lots of noise that people don't like. And that's okay. Yay.
Yeah, and we actually have another great live show next week. So you're going to join us with I have Dr. Marcy coming on next week, and I'm going to leave it at that. So we got another great show coming. Because see, one thing that I want people to notice is that we are doing things very different. These shows are going to be live from now on. We are providing a new platform. You will still be able to hear everything, of course, through iHeartRadio and through Spotify and through
Mm-hmm.
Spreaker. And you'll just be able to hear it after the show because now we're doing things live. It's a little bit different process, but for those who don't get to make it and see us now, you can be able to see us within 30 minutes after the show is finished. So, no excuses to be able to follow us, but we're really trying to set a platform that's available for everybody. So if you, are looking to be a guest and if you want to just want to come in and chime in as a guest, because later on we might even start bringing an actual audience on, because of the cool thing that's great about this platform is that you can actually set it up as an audience as well as just doing your interviews. So there's a lot of great things we're going to be doing in the near future. So 2019 is absolutely just around the corner. So you will see things, and I don't even people notice that. Did you notice that even tonight, Mr. T, that I even put the new music on, the new outro, the new intro music? Did you notice that?
I did. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't know I had that in the background, did you, right?
Like, oh, she fancy. She fancy, huh?
Oh my goodness. So just testing the waters, and like I said, 2019 is a new year that's coming around the corner. So there's a lot of great things that we're going to be changing and doing for the show. And I want those people to be prepared that this is how you're going to see it. This is how it's going to be done. This show is phenomenal. And like we said, eventually the Lady K Mistah T show will be on its own platform. Right now, we are a special guest of the WSBI Your Resource for Success podcast program, which is my weekly show that I do every Thursday. And even with that show will be live from now on, starting in 2019. So we're testing the waters. We're doing it now. We're just preparing everybody for that. So if you do plan on wanting to be a guest on the show, the one thing I'm going to say before we jump into our moment of inspiration is that it is very important that you send a short bio, a picture of yourself, and if you have a business logo to be on the Your Resource for Success podcast show, these are things I need to have. And you want to send them to my email address, which is KimberlyMMclemore@gmail.com. That's KIMBERLY. Yeah, I think that's the one I got scrolling up. I'm just sitting here thinking about.
Well, I can't see it.
I got a whole bunch of emails. Just wait a minute, I'm giving the wrong one. The one I really want to give is the KMM123 MCLEMORE@gmail.com. I can't remember my own stuff because I got way too many email addresses. Or either, of course, you can send to Kimberly at WSBI LLC as well. But if you want to be on the show, this is the process you need to take. The reason why we're going to a whole different process with the show is because I think, people enjoy having the live shows. We have a world that we call instant gratification. So we're going to start feeling that process of instant gratification, as well as people need to take the show much more seriously. And, it's important that we're here on time, that we do what we need to do. So, we're here for you all. I'm here to support you. And just like Mr. T here, he's also here to support those who have businesses and who have events in the area. That's what we do. This is a community show. This is all about what is going on out in our community. And if you want to provide information to us, go ahead and send it to us so that we can talk about it on the show. And if you just want to have a platform that you want to just have a quick business spotlight, let me know that as well. You can do a sponsorship with us on our show, and we'll give you a 5 or 10 minute spotlight where you can come on here and actually talk about just yourself and your business. So there's a lot of great things that are going on here, and we just really want to spew all that out to people because it is very, very, very important, right?
That's right.
All right. So we're going to backtrack. We've been kind of all over the place tonight with our show because we've been, it has been a trial and error this evening. We started out, I know y'all are probably thinking these two are the craziest people, but this is what we love about our show. Our show is raw. It's real. There's no editing. It is what it is. We are live, but we're here to provide great information. And then we also want to, hear about what you guys have to say as well. So that's the reason why we bring all these awesome topics that we talk about. And we take them very seriously, as well as we like to have fun. But now we're going to, before we end the show, we always have a process called Moment of Inspiration. And T, I'm going to let you take that over.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to take that on. So, and I try to make sure that it's in line with our motivational topic for the day. So, speaking about burning bridges. So here it is. May the bridges I burn today light the way for a better tomorrow.
I like that. Sweet and simple.
And I'm just going to say it just like that. And be like, hey, you can enjoy it. You can not enjoy it. Because there were lots of other things I saw that I liked based on my own personal situation. And we all take those on situationally, but we need to think broader, bigger than ourselves. And ultimately, no matter what we've left behind us, we want to make sure that our steps as we move forward have a light and a path that gets us to where we need to go. So
absolutely. You're right. And that's the beauty of the way we do our show. Talking about a moment of inspiration, we all absolutely need that. We look at it as we go through our rough patches in life, we all need a hug. And because not all of us have somebody there in front of you that you can hug, we're trying to reach out to you as far as we can to give you that moment that you need and to share what you're sharing and give you that shoulder that you can lean on. So that's what we're about. Like I said, we are a family here on the show, but we also here to obviously, tell our side of the story of how we feel. But like I said, if there's something you want to share with us, please reach out to us. We would love to hear what you got to say and share your thoughts as well. And Dr. Larry White Sr., thank you so much. You have been awesome as well on our show.
Thank you, Dr. White.
I appreciate you so much for popping on and listening to us this evening. I know you're really busy. And of course, we got to go back and say hello to my sweetheart, Tracy. She's been phenomenal.
Tracy.
Yes, we thank you so much.
I'm my hair. I'm sorry.
Yes.
We're almost done, but I can't really see myself. I see this little small thing. So I want my curls to pop so everybody can see my curls.
No, okay. Yes. You look fabulous, darling. You look fabulous.
I just want to make sure, you know.
All right. Well, we're getting to the point where we are absolutely at the end of our show this evening. And wow, it has been a good one. And I really appreciate you jumping out here with me today, because I know you're like, we're doing what? A live show? I gave you like one day notice, like, this is what we're going to do.
I was not ready. I was like, I didn't even really shave. I just, I have the right lights on.
Okay.
I gotta have the right lights. So
it's okay. You look
really
good.
Nicely. I'm like,
But you look fantastic. That's all that counts, right?
Yeah, but I mean, YouTube, I'm battling with them. So I can be the most handsome male.
Well,
I'll say that next time.
Look, you got my vote. You've got my vote. So it's quite all right, darling. You've got my vote. So
next time for our intros, I'm going to say that. I say I'm bound to be the most handsome male on YouTube, and be like, hey.
What we're gonna do is we'll put a poll out next time for you. Okay. So
exactly,
we get a live poll of what people think. Okay.
Right.
So
like, handsome, not handsome.
Sure
and I'm going to contact all my friends, so all my friends can chime in and like double vote and triple vote.
That would absolutely be you. That would absolutely
yes.
be you. Yes, but
I'm not vain. I promise I'm not.
No. But nothing wrong with wanting to look good, right?
Right, because I'm still trying to work my angles.
I know, and we at the end of the show, and you're still worried about how. See, that's why you had to be on here just a tad bit earlier, so you can see how good you look. See,
say me and that damn dog that I love so much.
Pepper didn't ruin it for you today. Okay,
yeah, I'm looking at him right now. He's looking at me. We looking at each other.
He's like, "Why are you talking about me?"
Exactly. He like, why you got my name in your mouth?
Oh my gosh,
man, you made me late.
But it's all good because we got through it and we had another phenomenal show as we always do. But like I said, we are finally coming to the end of it. And when we get done, don't hang up because I wouldn't talk to you for 2 seconds. But for everybody else, I want to say I've truly enjoyed spending time with you, Mr. T.
Thank you, Lady K. Mwah. Besos.
And to everybody else, we'll see you next week. Good night.